Here we go, we're back. It's been a while, admittedly. I don't think we've been live for 10 days. Work has taken over. It's been incredibly busy, as you can probably tell from the bags under the eyes. But we are back. We're going to play some Birmingham City this afternoon. And fortunately, the stream schedule is on the cusp of getting back to something approaching normality. We've got a stream today. We'll be live from one on Monday. We'll be live from one on Wednesday as well next week. We're going to miss Friday's stream because we're still working. But then the week after, we'll be back Monday, we'll be back Friday, and then everything returns to normal. And fortunately, we have got some of our absolute favourite season ticket holders with us today. First in, Benjamin Bessemer. Always good to see the king of the keyboard, the hero of the research, back in with us. And he's going to bring us news today, apparently. So we look forward to hearing that. Benjamin Tallis is here, everybody's favourite kit creator. He's back on the scene. Good to see Tallis with us. Craig is with us. The king of Carlisle. Good to see him in it. Young Isaac is here, bringing the average age of the stream down considerably. I think Benjamin's doing that with you. Got No Games beaming in from the Emerald Isle. Dicer is in as well, all the way from India. Cheeky bank holiday stream, Isaac? I think so. Nathan Marsh is here as well. Welcome in, one and all. Let's dive straight into some Football Manager because we've got some fixtures today. We have not touched Football Manager in any way, shape or form for over a week and a half. I'm not entirely sure I can remember my way around the game. Wolf Tracks is with us as well. We've got some heroes of the stream rolling in early. Welcome in all.
Good afternoon, everybody.
We're going to go 1 till 3 today. You never know. I have hopes that we might get through not 3, not 4, but 5 games of Football Manager over the next 2 hours. I was just having a little look at the form whilst I was waiting to get started. We look all right, you know. Not many clean sheets recently, granted, but we've been putting in some goals. And today we're going to be taking on Muck Dons, Charlton, Plymouth and Cambridge. Hopefully a cheeky bit of Fleetwood on top. And we are currently 3 points clear at the top of the table, although Oxford are just 3 points behind us with a game in hand. So it's very, very tight at the top. Greeno is in as well. They are all rolling in today.
Evening, everybody.
Of course, if you follow Greeno on Twitter, you'll know that he's been rubbing shoulders with Football Manager royalty during the week. You have to give us some stories, Greeno, about what the two of you were chatting about. Dicer, these streams are pretty convenient for you. It is 5:30 in the afternoon. Oh, sorry, it's plus 5:30 ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. So what am I thinking then? It's it's 6:35 for you. Would I be about right? That does sound like a great time for a stream. You're starting the weekend before any of us. Granted, I'd imagine Isaac, hard at work still. The working week still going. Greeno, I'm sure you've got a meeting or two to get through on a Friday afternoon. JB's with us as well. The prodigal dad. Well, come on, Joshua. Do we mean prodigal dad? Do we mean roguishly handsome uncle? I think we do.
Evening, everybody.
And they keep on rolling in. Here he is.
Afternoon, everybody.
Stinger, I don't know who the hardest man in showbiz is. Are you referring to me or are you referring to your good self? Because you've already been live today. By the way, if you don't follow... In fact, Stinger, I don't even know if you've released the picture of your new setup on Twitter. That's not a million miles away from my actual setup. Your temporary setup that you've erected while you wait to move into your new house, which is just a bit of plyboard on top of a workbench. It's not a million miles from what's down beneath me here. Great to have you in. Craig, that answers one of your questions. You've hung on to Bellingham. We have. Should we get into some Football Manager? Look at what's going on with the player stats here. Sir Harvey Nibbs, top scorer and top performer. Abu Kamara, a cheeky lone striker that we've bought in from Wolfsburg, even though he is English, he's been rattling in a few recently. If we have a look at his form, I think he got a hat-trick in his last game. He's got 4 in the last 2. He's got 5 in the last 4. He is in rude form. But the player who has really just come out of nowhere is one I don't think you'll even have heard of. Look at the top assist maker in League One this season. Welsh wing wizard is Sufu Iseb, who was absolutely nowhere near being in my starting 11 when we took over at Birmingham. But my inability to sign good wingers in the transfer market has meant that this right footer is playing as a conventional winger over on the left. He's only rattled in 2 goals and 6 assists in his 10 appearances so far. If we show you his form, this boy is an assist machine. He's on 5 in the last 6. He's like the mailman is Sufu. He always delivered. So we're going to be taking him into a game against Muck Dons today. A Muck Dons side who are only 16th in the league. So they would seem beatable opposition for a side that is top of the table. But we know Football Manager doesn't always work like that. They're going to make it work a little bit differently, I'm sure. But we do still have Jobe Bellingham. Jobe Bellingham, by the way, that I went to watch at the weekend. I had the absolute misfortune to take my kids to Birmingham versus Blackpool. Jobe played at the age of 17. He was the best player on the pitch, along with Hannibal Mejbri. But it was possibly the worst game of football I have seen Birmingham play ever, bar none. We were absolutely woeful and we lost to a team who, even though they beat us, are still looking like they're going to get relegated. It was terrible. Isaac, shut up shop. No, Isaac, you haven't. Is it a cheeky half day for you? Congratulations if the weekend has started. Do you have a glass of something to celebrate whilst you watch? Do you have FM on another screen? I think are you an iPad player, Isaac? You are a little bit of Football Manager touch. Anyway, we're going to get straight out into a game. Let's refresh you with our lineup because we've been away for a while. You may have forgot some of our heroes. And let's be brutally honest, I'm going through this as much for my benefit as yours because I've forgotten them as well. We've got Hubert Grasik. He's been pretty solid so far this season. Very happy with him. We've moved the loan signing Christian Mawisa out to play at left back. We brought him in to play as a centre half, but the Irish duo of Corey Undaba and the big man at the back, Jakey O'Brien at 6'6", with a jumping reach of 17. He's been in pretty decent form, so he is going to be at the heart of the defence with right back, Finn back, playing at full back. There's a lot of backs in one sentence there. Ahead of him, we're going to have a striker who I'm converting to a winger, in Kyendra Simmons. We're going to have Joby and Georgie Hall in the centre of midfield. Then Iseb, and up front, because of the form of Kamara, the royalty that is Sir Harvey Nibbs is actually going to dip down and be the deep lying forward rather than the advanced forward, at least for the start of today's game, because Kamara is on absolute fire. We've got more people rolling in. We've got KD3 with us. Good to see you in. And we've got AM13. Evening to you, afternoon to us. Welcome into the pair of you.
Evening, everybody.
We've also got Benjamin. You can tell me the updates. Okay, Benjamin, we're getting updates. I am sitting tight. Pokes won and didn't bottle. We also found out that JM's beloved Wombles are Championship and Birmingham are League 2. Well, there is art imitating life, I feel. Greeno, if Zealand is royalty, then it must be a minor... Oh, sorry. Then you must be a minor earl or something in comparison to Llama, who we all know is... Well, Greeno. I applaud your flattery there, but way off. I'm a pauper on the FM scene. Welcome in AM13. Good to see you. Joshua Brown, it's a pleasure to have you back with us. Isaac, you have for one quali. Is this car references, Isaac, for one quali? But the Switch is next to you if you fancy a cheeky bit of Football Manager. Are we back? I thought all of that car racing stuff was done for the year. I thought they'd finished it. Can't believe that. Is it the start of a new season? Are they racing again? Is it all kicking off once more? Let me know. Got no game. Pure class from Sir Harvey to put the team first. Well, I didn't say he was happy about it. I just told you that he was doing it. And we might reverse it. You never know. He might get a little chance in his favoured advanced forward spot towards the end of the game. We are under pressure, with a minute on the clock. And having said this is a team who are 16th in the table and we should be capable of beating. They've made a blistering start to the game. We have got a healthy number of traffic cones needlessly placed behind the goal. I'm not sure what they... Oh, no, they go all up the touchline as well. I think this is in place of stewards now. Cutbacks at Birmingham will replace stewards with orange traffic cones who are just a warning to the fans. Just stay off the pitch. Root Cause. Let's get those wins. Welcome in, Root Cause. Good to see you. Benjamin, start of a new season. Oh, okay, so we've already started the old racing, have we? Apologies, I don't follow it. I'm a bit out of the loop when it comes to cars. I don't follow American sports or car racing very closely. So whenever anybody speaks about it, I tend to look a little bit ignorant. Here is Finn back. He's taken a convoluted route to the wing, but now he hits the touchline. We've got men in the box. Kamara is one. Simmons is another. Well, we had three men in the box and not one of them won a single header. Here is Jakey O'Brien. Back to his Irish compatriot, Corian Darber, and we're through, and he's there, and he's hit the post. Gave him the big build-up, about 5 goals in the last 4 games. He struck the woodwork. Isaac. So time to talk about the mean streets of Baku and the NFL draft. As the Nibster, has he? He hasn't, has he? My gaze was temporarily distracted by talks of Baku and NFL drafts. I'm assuming Baku is where the motor racing is it? Oh, he's just stabbed one home. Is that Jakey O'Brien that got the flick on as well? It was. Coloured Sands is in. Welcome in. Everybody's here this afternoon.
Evening, everybody.
Good to see so many of you with us. So come on then, Isaac. Give me the highlights. What's been going on, in Baku in... What do we call it? Session 1 qualifying? And what happened in the NFL draft? I mean, that's something that I really know nothing about. Craig, here we go. We're going to get some updates, are we, from the teams that you support. More on that during the halftime break, by the way. Too many draws for Carlisle recently. 4 points off automatic promotion. 2 games left to play. Could still drop out of the playoffs. Goodness me, all to play for. Who is up next, Craig? Who are you taking on? Are League 2 playing tomorrow? Or have they got a double game week? Are they playing tomorrow on Monday? Benjamin, did I like the video you sent me? I did indeed, Benjamin. Yeah, it was quite the quite the reveal, I would say, Benjamin. Even though I kind of half expected what was coming because of the nature of our conversation, I was still surprised to see him under there. Okay, Abu Kamara is playing poorly. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's find another gear to take control of the game. Let's score again against MK Dons. Oxford are 2-0 up, so we've got to win this to keep a lead at the top of the table, even though Oxford, our closest challengers, have a game in hand. There is George Hall. That's 2-0. Now we're looking good for the win, but it's not. It's not going to take us any further clear of Oxford if they are winning as well. Wolf, all to play for tomorrow in League 2. I see some very disgruntled AFC Wimbledon fans around Twitter. That doesn't necessarily mean a lot, Wolf. I think everybody on Twitter's fairly miserable, but your coach, Johnny Jackson, seems to be getting a little bit of flack. Did you take a bit of a battering in the last game? Was it like, did you go down 3 or 4-0 in the last one? Seems to be a little bit of unrest at the club. Joshua, the NFL draft should absolutely be in Baku. Well, that would... Why don't we have NFL drafters driving the cars? Let's just merge these sports together, as I know nothing about any of them. Here's Iseb. Now we've got Kamara. He's got Harvey Nibbs in the box if he can pick him out. Oh, instead, Iseb has a go. Now we got Job. Iseb again. Lacking a little bit of width there, I think. Here we go. Now we're in. I think that's offside. Flag is up. That's not going to count, that one. Isaac, are Orient champions yet? I don't know if they're champions, but they have been promoted. It's way offside, that goal, by the way. They could well be champions by now. Craig, you've got Salford tomorrow, 5th versus 6th. Final game on the 8th of May. Okay, week to go. Got no games, got the Fun Friday Fracks. Here we go. That's a lot of alliteration there that I struggled with. The midweek fixtures were first time an Irish player did not start for any Premier League team. Hey? Not a single Irish player played in what I'm assuming is what, 5 fixtures? 10 teams? 6 fixtures? Goodness me. I can't believe that. Greeno, huge game tomorrow. Little bit of context here, Greeno. Huge. Dover versus Weymouth. Weymouth needs 7 points from 9 to stand any chance of staying up. I don't know. Who's going to break this to Greeno? And other results to go their way. Really, who's going to break this to Greeno? They've won the first 2. Win tomorrow. Oh, hang on. Right. They needed 7 points from 9. And now they've won 2 on the bounce. Okay, let's not break anything to Greeno. There's a chance here then. So, results have gone your way, Greeno. 3 points tomorrow. And the Terrors stay up. If it's Dover versus Weymouth, I'm guessing you're not on the mic. But are you travelling? Are you going to be there? Wolf, here we go. AFC Wimbledon. Oh, good. Worse than I thought then, was it? Wolf, 5-1 to Swindon. 2 points outside the drop zone. Rochdale have already gone, aren't they? Hartlepool are looking like they could go. But it could be Wimbledon. The entire season has been a disaster. And the gaffer will probably go. Aren't McDonald's battling relegation as well? If you stay up, couldn't you be in the same division next year? That was good from our boys, though. Callum Brett's in as well. Welcome in, Callum. 3 points clear. Still that game in hand for Oxford. They've had a good win against a Bromley side who, brace yourselves, our ex-club Bromley rooted to the bottom of the table, 6 points from safety. I mean, I know we're not even halfway through the season, but Bromley are looking doomed. By the way, because I've had a little bit of a sabbatical from this save, I loaded it back up earlier today, and I did just start, having a little glance around. I'm already thinking, by the way, that Millwall job is there. I know. We're still in October. We can't leave Birmingham. We can't apply for jobs. We'll get sacked. But I'm already thinking, if we could get Birmingham promoted, cheeky little boost to the reputation, maybe. We're a 2.5-star coach. Would a promotion get us to a 3-star coach? And if we were, is there a chance that we might just be able to secure a job on the continent? I'm thinking Madrid or Paris. I'm looking at Paris FC. They're a 3rd-tier French side, I believe. If that job comes up in the summer, I don't know. I reckon we could get it. Red Star are there. Paris FC are there. I reckon we could secure one of those 2 jobs. And in Spain, I'm thinking of like, I don't know, maybe a Tafe if they're in tier 2. I don't know whether we might be able to get a job that good. Let's see who's in the top tier. Real Madrid we're obviously not interested in because Madrid-y things. Vallecano we would 100% be interested in, and Atletico. But I don't think we're going to get those. But in the level below, pretty sure. Let's just have a little look at our tier list of clubs here. Leganés would absolutely be one that we could move to. If somebody was to snap their manager up because they're having a good season, he's only a 2.5-star coach as well, the same as us, and the club is only 3-star. Could we get in at Leganés? Could we? Let's have a look what else is here. Real Madrid's B team. I'm looking for Getafe, though. Tell me they're not in the division above, are they? Oh, they are. They are. And they are 3.5-star. All right. Maybe France is a more realistic destination. Never mind. Never mind. What else have we got? KD3. What do you guys think about the rumour of Bale going to Wrexham? That's not one I've heard. That would certainly be good copy for the new owners, I would imagine. Callum Brett, proud of your Spurs lads for the comeback last night. Callum, I only saw the first half of it, and it looked pretty desperate defensively for Spurs. Poor old Eric Dyer was all at sea. Wesker, I do enjoy saying that. But yeah, I didn't see the comeback in the second half. I'd started watching Ted Lasso. My son was giving me updates from his phone. I couldn't believe they came back and got a draw. Was Mr. Kane on target as well? Did he manage to bag himself a goal? Wolf, Muck are in the same spot in League One in a more treacherous position. Morecambe, Accrington and Cambridge can all leapfrog them. Greeno can't make it to Dover. You did get to Taunton midweek, hence bumping into Zealand. If the Terrors pull it off, it will be the first time they've been out of the drop zone since January. Isaac, is Vallecano in the capital? I'm pretty sure. It's in Vallecas, isn't it? Which is a suburb of Madrid. They're Madrid's 3rd team. Let me do some research, Isaac. I should probably know these things before I idly start speculating that we're off to Vallecano. Yeah, Madrid. There you go. So yeah, it's in a little part of Madrid called Vallecas. And they are a nice kind of like left-wing anti-fascist club, a little bit like Red Star Paris, a little bit like St. Pauli from Hamburg. Did a video on them. Quite like them, have to say. Poor Bromley indeed, Benjamin. And Isaac, I resent the allegation that we might have scrapped the capital element just because I could not get to Birmingham fast enough. Please, that does not mean we scrapped that element of the save. We will be back in the capital in pre-season. Of that, I am almost 5% confident. Callum should have won the game in the end. Is that right? Goodness me, Manchester United must have had a pretty ropey second half. I guess they were pretty tired from the extra time at the weekend, I suppose. Dyer was woeful. Mr. Chance to win us the game as well. Open header. Interesting little career path, Eric Dyer, isn't it? When he was a kind of a defensive midfielder, he was playing in World Cups for England. He's dropped back into central defence and he looks, a little suspect. Well, certainly he did when I was watching him last night. Maybe he needs to John Stones it and get himself back into midfield. Not that I'm suggesting that Eric Dyer has the passing ability or the first touch that Stones has, but maybe it'd be better there. Craig, how's your geography? Ropey at best, I would say, Craig. Last weekend, we were away to Derby. To your Derby rivals, but they aren't the nearest professional team in terms of miles. So where are you then? So you're League 2. So maybe the Derby is, I'm going to say Hartlepool. Fleetwood are in League 1, I think, aren't they? So, and Morecambe have gone down to the Vanarama. They'd all be fairly close, wouldn't they? Can't think who else would be close to Carlisle. Rangers and Celtic. We're taking on Charlton now, 12th. Let's have a little look what kind of form they are in. They're a big club for this level. They look like they could be coming off the back of a couple of defeats. Oh, hang on. More than a couple of defeats. 5 on the spin, 1 on penalties. Not scoring a lot of goals, although one of those was against Oxford. You were away to Barrow. Hartlepool wasn't a bad shout. I know you're going cross-country for Hartlepool, aren't you? I guess, in terms of travelling time, Hartlepool's a bit of a trek. Barrow, of course. Barrow, of course, in Furness. That would not be that far away, would it? But there is a top team in England that are closer. Closer than Barrow. Top team in England. As the crow flies, would that be Newcastle? I know you're going across country rather than down the coast there. I mean, of Premier League teams, I'd go Newcastle. Callum, something for the lads and Ryan Mason to build on. Got Liverpool this weekend. And Liverpool have picked up a little bit after a bit of a tricky spell themselves. I was looking at the table the other day. Liverpool looked like they could still make Champions League. Especially as Spurs helped them out last night. Okay, the players are tired. We need to do some rotation here. Mawisa comes out. We need to replace both centre-halves as well, actually. We can keep Finn back in. We'll get a Fire in at centre-half. And Connor Taylor in at centre-half. Oh, all the midfield could do with the rest, as could Harvey Nibbs. Okay. Let's get the hump in. 1 hump or 2. We'll just play the 1. Who stole his face as well? Why has Hump lost his face? There it is, look. Okay, it's back. It's back. I was worried for a minute there. I thought it was a horrific injury that he might not recover from. Damani Miller, thank you, sir. In you go. Not got a lot of football, Damani Miller. Probably not deserved a lot of football either. He's not been great. But we're going to bring him in as a right winger today. And then in the centre, what have we got? Bischoff in for Job. And we're also going to get... Where is he? Where's Brandon? Brandon in for Georgie Hall. And... we're going to bring Van der Veen onto the bench. Let's get some more fit legs on the bench as well. Medley. In fact, Medley is actually going to play in place of Taylor. And Nesta Stone. In fact, no, Nesta Stone's actually going to come in and start. He's lost his face as well. It's contagious. Okay, he's back. Why is his face so small? Is that a new gen thing? Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Okay, so Newcastle as the crow flies and by road. That's the derby for Carlisle, is it? Queen of the South even closer. How's the game been going? Looked like a few bad games back to back there. Those were Charlton's. Our games have been going fairly encouragingly. I think there's a good chance that we could win League One or at least get promoted from it this season. And we're going to get a managerial boost, I think, if we do. And then I think we might hightail it out of Birmingham and get ourselves back to a capital club. Maybe that's London. I'm looking for Brentford getting relegated, Crystal Palace getting relegated. Too early for West Ham? I think it probably is. But maybe we're thinking Paris, maybe we're thinking Madrid. If Union or Hertha Berlin were to get relegated, you never know. We could throw our hat in the ring. I don't think Roma or Lazio is going to come until much further down the line. But we have plans. We have plans. I want to get to a capital club next where we can actually stay for a few seasons, build something and win a league. So if we were to get in at Crystal Palace, it might take me 5 years, but I think we could win the league. If we were to get in at Getafe, it might take me 5 years, but I have less confidence that I could overcome Madrid and Barcelona. But we could. We could. Oh, that's a loose touch. If we were to get in at Paris FC, Red Star would be a little more tricky, I think. Smaller club, smaller fan base. But if we could get in at Paris FC, I honestly think we could overturn PSG within 5 years. Done it before. Done it with Toulouse. I've done it with Bordeaux. Get it away. Might be getting a little bit ahead of myself there, but I think we could get a 3-star club for our next move. I think we could win the league. Certainly, if we were to somehow wash up at Hertha Berlin or Union, I honestly think within 5 years we could get ahead of Bayern. Tall order, I know, but I think we could do it. Come on, don't let us down a second time. That's a finish. That is how you tuck them away. That was a good goal. That's a great through ball from Bischoff as well. Oh, he's rifled that. His movement took it away from the keeper. He spanked that home. And we're looking good. 10 minutes gone. Talis also enjoyed the FC Veterans videos for which your kits looked absolutely resplendent. Thank you for those. Hang on, we got 3 on 2 here if we play this right. Or just carry on running and allow them to get 10 men back. Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, he's hit it. Goal! That was another great strike. Yes, Talis, the kits looked resplendent. Unfortunately, I think the kits were glossing over somewhat some questionable performances on the pitch. But my goodness, it was a tough challenge. Never have I had so many tired legs when managing a team than when I was managing FC Veterans. And because none of them were under the age of, I don't know what it has to be, the age of 21 to register them. I couldn't register all of them for the Premier League season. So I think we had a squad of about 22 and that was it. And I didn't show this during the video, but I couldn't work out using the editor how to get FC Veterans out of the Johnson Paint Trophy. So we're having to play that alongside our Premier League fixtures. That was a bit of a nightmare as well. But that video is on the Manager Seat for anybody that wants to see it. It's good fun, Football Manager story. I don't know whether we give you a little... Ooh, do we give you a little spoiler about something that's coming on this channel soon? Or would you rather leave it as a nice surprise? I'll leave that in your very capable hands. You can decide if you'd like a spoiler or not. 2-0 up, 27 minutes gone, and looking good, I would say. Craig, there are closer rivals, but they would be in a lower league. So yes, Queen of the South up closer, Annan closer still, and Gretna at one stage as well. Not used to saying Llama is good at... Well, I'm not sure we'd go that far. Well, that came out more offensive than it was meant to. Meant to say I'm not used to Llama saying he is good. Yeah, no, yeah, maybe I was kind of. But I've done it before. So in FM, where were we? FM 21. Oh, that's gone over the bar. FM 21, I was able to get promoted from Ligue 2 to Ligue 1. And then win the title in, I think, my first or second season, I think, in Ligue 1. So, PSG don't seem as untouchable in Football Manager as sometimes they seem to do in real life. Although they're not great in real life right now, are they? They're about to go through another coach, I think. So, I think we could do something in France. Oh, that's annoying. Graham Stokes. Maybe this game is not put to bed like I thought it would. I have to be honest, I'm a little less experienced managing in Germany. In fact, my experiences of managing in the Bundesliga have ended in the sack so far. So maybe Hertha and Union is a bit more of an unknown quantity. But given how well things went with Europa when I was in the Primera Liga with them, I reckon a couple more years with Europa and I could have started to reel in Madrid and Barcelona. And at a bigger club like Vallecano or Getafe, maybe even Atletico, I think we could do it. I think it's a thing. Oh no, hang on. Whoa, I'm over here looking at the chat. Look at what's just happened. Carl Lieburn, I think that's his son, isn't it? Oh, what's happened here? That's their goalie. Punt upfield. No, nobody challenges. God, he's a biggie, isn't he? I remember Carl Lieburn was a biggie. How big's his son? What we got here? That's got to be Carl Lieburn. Oh, he's 6'6". There you go. God, I like the look of him, by the way. 24 years old. Somebody tell me, by the way. Somebody tell me. Benjamin, we're probably looking at you here. Keyboard warrior. Miles Lieburn. Are we saying son of former Charlton striker Carl Lieburn? Anyway, 2-0 up. Head back to 2-2. Standard operations. Here we go. Was nice to see the kids looking beautiful. Always a plus. Just let me know the... Oh, well, Tallis. Oh, goodness me. We nearly went 3-2 down then. This is like watching Birmingham in real life. Oh, what an absolute show. 2 up after 16 minutes. Ben Stokes and Carl Lieburn. I think we can yell at them, can't we? Absolutely unacceptable. Anyway, Tallis, yeah, so I have something in the pot. In fact, here we go. Tallis, I'm percolating on something. A new mini Let's Play for this channel that is going to be, how do we phrase this and not look like a very odd human being? I think the ship has sailed on looking like a very odd human being. It was going to be the most bizarre Football Manager series I think anybody will ever have seen, okay? And it would require some custom kits, of course it would. Ali Hussein, if people don't know, by the way, Ali Hussein is Alistair on Twitch. Apologies, Allah, you've got different usernames on YouTube. Lots of people experience that problem. Look at this cutie patootie. That's not a phrase I've ever encountered, Alistair, but I like it. I like it. Good to have you in. In fact, as an absolute hero of the Football Manager community and one of the gaffers of the FM playoffs, more news of soon. We'll give Allah the royal welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Welcome in, Ali. Good to see you. Of course, let's have a quick talk, shall we? So, Alistair, along with Mozza, and Jebaru and Tony Jameson, all pretty familiar faces in Football Manager circles. They are the bosses of Football Manager's, I would say currently leading draft competition, the FM playoffs, which occasionally they very kindly allow me to sneak onto and be a pundit and give my, not so much pearls of wisdom, but more random musings. And the next season of the FM playoffs is just around the corner, and I'm in the privileged position of having some little whispers about some of the things that are going to be involved in that tournament, and trust me, it's going to be special, and we'll plug it a little bit more closer to the time. But it's going to be an awful lot of fun for anybody that likes Football Manager. So that's going to be good. We've got Largezo joining us. Is this a Glory Hunter save? I've seen people promote their own Glory Hunter saves. I am going to ignorantly admit I don't know what that means. I'll tell you what we're doing and you tell me whether this makes it a Glory Hunter. We're trying to win all 5 of Europe's big 5 leagues, but only managing clubs from the capital city of each nation. Is that a Glory Hunter? I don't know. I'm going to let you decide on that. Talis, when it comes to the finances, German leagues seem pretty good. I think you're absolutely right. Hold on a second. Talking about heroic arrivals.
Afternoon, everybody.
Craig Cochran is in. Pokes, you thought that was going to be you. Absolutely, it's not. Craig Cochran, afternoon. Good to see you. Go on then.
Evening, everybody.
Pokes is with us as well. Afternoon. Valderrama. I like what you've done there, Pokes. We have very similar hairdressers, Carlos Valderrama and I. Good to see you in. And let's keep the good times rolling.
Evening, everybody.
The mad scientist is with us as well. Everybody's favourite Aarhus-based FM streamer and database creator. Afternoon to you, sir. Hope you well. 'Tis your government name. Well, I'm not flattering you at all. You are an absolute stalwart of the community, and it's nice to have you in. By the way, I'm guessing if you're in the chat, Ali, then are we declaring it the weekend? Is it a cheeky half day? Have you got a meeting going on the other screen? Are you even in this country, or are you in Sweden working your contacts during your day job? Great to have you in. A Talis. Well, just let me know when you're happily well. It's a little bit hush-hush at the moment. But yeah, they would be kits that would allow you to stretch your wings of creativity, Talis. Let's just say that. Oh, here we go, Talis. Thank you very well. Miles is the son of Carl Lieburn. Thank you very much. I don't think saying we're top dog is controversial anymore. I'm going to let you say that. You never know who's about to make a comeback. And JB, oh, here we go. Educate me, JB. A Glory Hunter is the top 5 leagues and cups and the European and international trophies in fewer than 20 seasons. I'm not doing that. By the way, the eagle eyes amongst you will see that I said we're only going to win these leagues with clubs from the capital cities. And we're managing Birmingham, which is, of course, not the capital of England, although many would argue that, in fact, nobody argues that it should be. But they're the team that I follow in real life, so we've taken a little bit of a detour, a sojourn, if you will. And Finn Back's having a horrible game, and he's unsure of himself. And Isufu Iseb is looking tired. I have perhaps not put the players on the bench that we need. No, hang on, we have. Let's get Bagan on. Let's bring Bugsy Burrows out onto the left wing. We've given them an absolute rollicking at half-time, and they are going to go out and absolutely blitz Charlton in the second half, starting with a corner to Charlton and them going very close. But from now on, we're going to show them that we mean business. Bromley a 0-0, by the way. How are Oxford doing? Did I just see Oxford are 2-0 down? Here we go. Here comes the goal. Bagan is giving it back to them. Ted Danson fires it forward. Ben Stokes. Okay. All right. We wanted to start from the back anyway. Now. Okay. The highlight's gone. Oxford are 3-2 down. Okay. So a point gained here would actually, stretch our lead. Although, right now, a point is not looking that likely because Charlton are dominating a little bit. Let's get on the ball. Ted Danson. Oh, no. No. Oh, good Lord. Has he got his flag up? I think he has. What's happening down here? Hello. He's offside. Should we say that the boys played the offside trap to perfection? We're looking a little bit ropey, aren't we? Okay, pause. What's happening? We got a highlight. Hold on. Let's have a look. What's happening? The risk of doing this is that I am revealing my complete ignorance when it comes to tactics. But let's have a look. They've got a back 3 up against our 2. And then they've got Ted Danson and George Boateng down here, who are probably running the show a little bit. And I think they're making our 2 central midfielders work pretty hard. So what could we do? Okay. What about if we put a player in the midfield to help out? Like that for 10 minutes? Is there borderline sense involved there? There could be. Bugsy Burrows swings it in. Richard Medley. Never been the same since he left Judy. Still rises at the far post. We're behind on the XG. I don't think either side deserve 2 goals. Okay, we've got another highlight. I was about to make some substitutions. Finn back. Are we in the ascendancy now? No. Sharon Stone gives it away. Here's Carl Leeburn. Oh, not again. Not again. Oh, good header. Good header. Okay, here we go. Plenty of space, look. I had a look at their team and they were looking tired. Maybe if we get some fresh legs in midfield, we might be able to take advantage here. Finn back to Chariots of Fire. Back to back. What have we got going on? Ali Hussein, you absolute scoundrel. Lovely little subscription. You really are. A generous individual. Hang on. Have I missed it?
We're off to Fratton Park where there's been a red card, but for who, Chris Kamara?
I don't know, Jeff, has it? I must have missed that.
I can't believe in 2028, Dominic Iorfa is still only 33. I thought he was that old now. Okay. They're a man down. Finn back has got to come off. Let's get Chariots of Fire out to right back. I feel like we need to do something cunning here. Cunning like a fox. Oh, God, they're still rolling in, by the way. They're still rolling in.
Here, buddy.
Leia Damus is celebrating the Friday. Welcoming to you. Those of you that don't know Leia Damus. Instrumental in starting the manager's seat and the only reason that this stream actually happens because I've got no clue what buttons to press. He's working me like a puppet behind the scenes, Leia Damus. Ali's working at home today. Nice gig. Got the mouse jiggle app on. So it looks like you're online. I did not know there was a mouse jiggle app. That's a real thing, is it? Absolutely love it. Cabaret Chick, afternoon. Good to see you in. Welcome in. Talis, should be good fun. Once all the details are sorted, I tell you what, Talis, I might just beckon you in behind the scenes. It's only an idea that I've had in the last 24 hours. I think it will be a lot of fun. I think lots of people will disagree. It's a little bit out there, but I think we're going to try it anyway. Pokesy, how am I? What's the news? In my world, Pokes, very little news. I've been working solidly for the last 10 days, teaching all day and tutoring all night, which means I've been away from the stream scene. But today is a rare day off. In fact, I've got today, tomorrow, and Sunday off. And then we're celebrating a minor birthday on Sunday. And then Monday, back to it again. Birmingham used to be the capital of nothing as far as I am aware. We went to Birmingham for a rep boost. That's it. I remember. That's how we justified it. The capital of the Midlands. Sean Hammond is in.
Afternoon, everybody.
Sean, whenever you choose to spend your time with us, it's an absolute pleasure. You must be a happy hammer by now, mustn't you? Are we moys in? Surely we're moys in by now, aren't we? Craig, need a new save. Don't make me do save ideas live, Craig. I will. You know that I will. Took a break from FM and just can't get back into your Wrexham save. All right, Craig. We'll finish off this game and then we're in. We're going to find you a new save. Benjamin, you've told Llama... Okay, talking to Pokesy there. Talking to Pokesy. Ah, yes. The district of Greater Birmingham. We're not talking Greater Birmingham, by the way. We're not including the Black Country in there. Ali, you could have sworn you were subscribed. You were, but then I did some rubbish videos and you unsubscribed. But great to have you back in the fold. Always a pleasure. Milvano, are you going to do a mercenary this year? That's a fabulous question. If I did, wow, it might even be a stream rather than a YouTube series. It was a little bit intense for a YouTube series. I'm not ruling it out, though. Not ruling it out. Sean, a cunning plan that cannot possibly fail. Oh, this is a cunning plan. It's one that probably will fail. I'm thinking about throwing 3 up top. Here we go. If it's out there, no doubt it will be entertaining. Oh, Pokes, no. No. The 4-3, actually, Pokes. The big 4-3. Craig, got to be a save in Norway. Craig, you don't know how many times I think about doing Sub-Zero Hero The Return. I do. I've got so many ideas swishing around right now for FM24. I've not done a Let's Play since Dobfather ended. And honestly, I'm tempted. There's a few things that... Oh, I fancy a top to bottom save. No, that's what Pokes does. I fancy a bottom to top save in Sweden, in Norway, in Germany. I could be tempted back to France, you know. Anyway, let's try and sort this mess out. Where are we going? What are we doing? They've had a man sent off. Our wingers are, okay, not playing disastrously, especially in Nesta Stone's case. So how about we just go back to the old 4-4-2 as God intended? How about we get How about we get Damani Miller on? How about we go double advance forwards? How about Brendan Keller carries on just holding in the midfield? Is he holding in the midfield? He is. He doesn't want to, but he is. And we get Bischoff going forward a little more. Let's break some lines with some runners. Here we go. Go. And nothing's happening. I should have gone 3 up top, shouldn't I? Here we go. Swing it in the box. Richard Medley. Sharon Stone. It's all out wide. Dennis Taylor. Chariots of Fire. It's slow. It's methodical. Some would call it purposeless. I'm not one of them. Here we go. Now we deliver into the box. No. We clatter it into the opposition's legs. Now we deliver into the box. No. Same play again. Ted Danson can't get it clear. Chariots of Fire. Now we just lump it. Oh, Sharon. Get some good ball into the box. Oh, this is ugly. Oh, we don't even deserve that goal. Take it back. Roll it out, ref. What was that? Absolute mess of a goal. This is like watching Birmingham in real life. There was no craft, no vision. Nothing about this was deliberate. Rubbish. And it breaks to us and we slash it home. Very fortunate. We'll take it. We're not too proud. Sorry. Got to be a save in Norway was a suggestion for the other Craig. Look, you know, I need no invitation to start a save in Norway. It's possibly my favourite nation. By the way, for FM24, hello. Hello. Header from the penalty spot. In FM24, by the way, I'm expecting big things. I've heard little whispers. I think we're going to get some new nations to play in FM24. And I'm also thinking that some of the leagues that are already into the game might just go down a tier further. Here's a question for you. If you could take any league that's in Football Manager right now and have it go down one extra tier, what would it be? Would you take a third tier in Poland? Would you go Serie D in Italy? Maybe a bit of regional Liga in Germany? I'd go 4th tier Norway all day long, but hey, Milvano, you'd go the Netherlands, would you? Wolf Tracks, you get the USL in there in the US? No promotion relegation, of course, but yeah, that would be nice. Imagine managing the Tampa Bay Rowdies, the New York Cosmos. Ooh. Who are the... Oh, help me out, Wolf. Help me out. My USL knowledge is not good enough. Who are the Raging... Is it the Rochester Raging Rhinos? Is that possibly the greatest suffix for a team ever? The Rochester Raging Rhinos. Anyway, what else have we got? Matthew Brooks, welcome in. Happy Friday. Hope you're well. Never mind how we are, Matthew. How are you? You're excited to be here. This is your first stream. Don't worry. The excitement passes very quickly. You'll soon realise that this is not the place to be for tactical football management astuteness. This is, as Isaac's just put it, this is winning ugly. So we got the 4-2 win against Charlton. I think we're now 6 points clear at the top because Oxford lost to Derby. That's good news. They've still got a game in hand, but we're just stretching a lead. By the way, look at this. 23 games. That's going to be 46 games in League One. We're on for 100 points here. So although we're not playing great, we're on for 100 points, and I don't think we can knock that. What else have we got? Rook is with us. Rook, you absolute hero.
Evening, everybody.
Back from the workout. Good to see you in. So Milvano's going for the Netherlands. Wolf's going for the USL. Rook, obviously, what a third tier Rook does. Does career already go down to 2 tiers? Do they have the K-League and the one below as well? By the way, in terms of new nations, imagine if they got the license for Japan. Oh, we'd all be doing saves there, wouldn't we? Matthew Bruce would like Switzerland. What, down to tier 3? That would be nice. Greeno would like a third tier Hungary. And then 3. So what do you got? You got 3 regionalised divisions, just 1 promotion spot in each up for grabs. Greeno, you'd be making Football Manager YouTube videos again, wouldn't you? It's the Rochester... Wolf, am I right, though? Is it the Raging Rhinos? Or have I just made that bit up? Come on, we know I have a tendency to just invent things. Have I invented a football club there? I always thought it was the Rochester Raging Rhinos. And Wolf, come on, you're on that side of the pond. Where is Rochester? Is that upstate New York? Or again, am I just making things up? Benjamin, Scotland could be called Benjamin. If you have never been into the Steam workshop and found Mozza Plays Scottish Pyramid database add-on, trust me, Benjamin, I have just introduced you to a 100-hour save, more than that you will absolutely adore. Some of my favourite saves, Benjamin, have been starting off in the Highland Leagues before I was doing YouTube content. If you've not seen it, Benjamin, I think you'd absolutely love it. Cy Maggio is in.
Afternoon, everybody.
Talking of legends associated with the playoffs, welcome in, Cy. Any more lectures today, Cy, or are we declaring it the weekend? Rook, they've got K1 and K2. So I'm going to guess that the third tier is called K3. Or am I making things up? Isaac, not a football team, but saw a cricket team called Botanic Garden Rangers. Powerful team then, the Rangers. Power Rangers. Talis, what are you thinking? France, Germany, maybe even England? Oh, no. Do we need more in England? I don't think I could take the suffering. There are some clubs hidden in those leagues. Yeah. Craig. Sorry, Craig. I should have read your message before I started waxing lyrical there. Mozza does a great Scottish database. He does. He does. Milvano, have you thought about an online save? Is that for me or is that for Craig? I've thought about one. They're very clumsy when people can't commit the time to them. KD3, fortunately, your team is in FM, but every year there are 2 guys who make a 4th tier of Poland and a couple of days go even a 5th tier. That's what we need in our lives. Cy, Ghana a more African team. Cy, give me a top 5. I'd want Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, perhaps, Nigeria, and Ghana. Imagine, Cy, you could wear your Hearts of Oak shirt whilst you're playing. And it's the weekend. Happy weekend to you. Kabarachik, you'd go for a 4th tier in Poland and you're in. I'm with you. I love playing in Poland, but it only goes down to tier 2. I'd love just a tier 3. Talis is leaning more to France, Spain and Germany, of course. Sean, Scandinavian save could be good. Winning the Champions League with a team from Norway and then Sweden. I've never done it. I've never won a European competition. By the way, Craig, come on, let's have a little look. We're gonna tease ourselves. Where I'd love to do a save in Italy. Craig, if you're still with us, how are you with Italian saves? For me, it would be straight into Serie C. I don't know what kind of clubs that we've got down there. I've not put Serie C in my save because to manage the capital clubs in Italy, you've only got Roma and Lazio, of course. But what kind of teams have we got down at this level? Pescara, the Dolphins, that would be a good save. Catania, although I don't know whether Catania have recently gone bust, but they are Sicilian, I think. I think they are Palermo's great rivals, Livorno, Foggia, the club of Zenit Zeman. In fact, Zenit Zeman was back there managing not so long ago, I think, although not in Football Manager. Never started in Italy, but managed there in a journeyman. Vicenza, former European Cup Winners' Cup. I want to say quarter-finalists, lost to Chelsea. Dennis Wise went on to lift the trophy that year. Now they're down in Serie C. I mean, that could be a good save. Oh, what else have we got? Venezia, if they're at that level. Beautiful kits, by the way. They're in Serie C in my save. But they might not be in yours. Oh, I have got Serie C loaded. What's going on there then? Can I get back in time then? 20. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Piacenza nearly got relegated in mine. Provercelli were one of the big clubs before Italian football was organised on a national basis, and it was still like a regional kind of cup thing. They won 7 Serie A titles. You're going back up to First World War for the last of them, I think. 1922. Provercelli could be a decent. If you want to have a look at a league lowdown video from earlier in FM23 about Italy, you'll find some names in there. By the way, Si, didn't you make a video that featured San Giuliano City? Or have I made that up, Si? Am I inventing things? Because I have a horrible habit of inventing things. But yeah, I think Italy could be exciting. I'm really drawn at the moment. I was watching Bundesliga highlights yesterday, and I love the crowds in Germany. I could quite easily just fire up a game starting in 3 Liga. Let's have a look at the 2022-23 season. Where would we go? I love Duisburg. The Zebras. I think they've been in about 408 German Pokal finals and lost every single one of them. That's a nice story. 68 München. I'd probably start at a smaller club, personally, I think. Although they've only got a 15,000 capacity stadium. That could be a lot of fun. Sorry, I've missed some of the chat here as well. Milvana, San Marino would also be nice for a builder nation. Craig never started in Italy. Benjamin did mention to Craig a club which could be an option. What did you mention, Benjamin? Drop it back in the chat. I think I've missed one. Talis, as yet, you've not done an Italian save. Do you know what? It's a crime. But I've only ever managed in Italy as part of Journeyman saves. I really should have done a Serie C save, I think. Llama, based on the league rules, you'd have to start in Serie D. Sai, you'd go Egypt to Morocco. Hearts of Oak shirt for Ghana, yeah. Kano Pillars in Nigeria. Township Botswana. Imagine the day we get Botswana in FM36. That would be great. The league is literally built for Serie D. Is it lots of rules that I wouldn't read, Wolf? I'd love Serie D in there. Catania went bust again. Yeah, I thought they did. J. Obi Mac, 3 Liga, 2 casual. Start lower. There's some nice teams in there though. Oh, Meppen. Aren't they? Are they almost Dutch? Meppen. Are they right over there on the border? Where else could we start a nice little save? I don't have enough leagues loaded here, but hang on. I mean, I don't have the Norwegian league loaded, but can we get down into their 3rd tier and have a look at the clubs? Grorud, although nobody good ever really manages Grorud. I wouldn't go with them. Nardo are nice. I think they're from Trondheim, where Rosenborg are from. They are. Look at that. Look at the Nissan Column. 2,000 capacity. They sit on banks at the side of the stadium. Oh, imagine in the winter time. Oh, lovely stuff. Moss, I think, are former cup winners. No, take that back. Unless I don't have the histories loaded. Oh, could easily be Norway. Craig, some great ideas. Shall I get back to playing my own game now, Craig, and stay out of your business? Serie D has lots of rules around youth players. I wouldn't read them. Benjamin, you mentioned Trabzonspor as it's a total culture change as they're currently having a bad season. Oh, God, they romped to the league title last year, though, didn't they? They have some names from the past as well as one of your favourite players, Benjamin. Don't tease us. Come on now. Who was it? So you did. It's a new... I thought I remember you doing a team on San Giuliano. There we go. It's all tucked away there somewhere. How about an East German nation builder? Let's get back. Hold on one tiny second. So where could we do that then? So you got Dresden. Have we got any other... have we got ever any other East German clubs here? Saarbrücken are not East German, by the way, but they're interesting because they've competed in the French league. My knowledge is not good enough. Are Osnabrück, are they East German? Could be nice. Maybe you could do a little challenge. You could manage Dynamo Dresden, only signing players that are born in the former east of Germany. That would be a challenge. Victoria Köln, well, if they're from... Oh, they play at Leverkusen's a reason. Yeah, but Köln is right over in the west of Germany, I think. Benjamin, well, they have Maxi Gomez, Marek Hamšík, and Shakira. And your favourite is Enis Bardi. Good to know. Okay, apologies. I'm gonna get out of Craig's business now. I need no encouragement to go hunting for save ideas. I could quite happily, just start a new save every day. What have we got? We've got 4 days to the Plymouth game. Now seems an appropriate time, I think, to jump on over into a cheeky little halftime team talk. The season is drawing to a close. I was watching Arsenal take on Man City the other night. Arsenal were soundly beaten by Manchester City. And there was a lot of debate both after the game by pundits and on social media as well about whether if Arsenal lose the title it means that they've had a bad season or not. And I thought, first of all, if you offered fans of maybe 86 different clubs the chance to come runners-up in the Premier League at the start of the season, they'd probably gamble and take that. As a Birmingham fan, I know that I would. But have Arsenal really had a bad season if they don't win the title? I think they finished 6th or 7th last year, didn't they? So you'd think that Arsenal fans would be, sensible enough to know that they're going in the right direction. But it got me thinking. In terms of your own clubs, how happy are you with the season that your club has had? Having watched Birmingham lose to Blackpool at the weekend, you're very tempted to say, God, Birmingham have had a truly dreadful season. I think we're down in 17th place. But at the start of the season, I was convinced that we were getting relegated this year, that our luck was finally going to run out. I don't think we finished in the top 2/3 of the championship for 8 years. I thought we were finishing bottom, as did the bookmakers. And we're safe already with 3-4 games left to go. So I think we've had a good season. But what has your club season been like? How would you rate it? Craig, I'm particularly interested in what you think of West Ham's season now, when you could potentially have a European final and looks like you're going to survive in the Premier League once more. Is that a good season? Is that a bad season? I'd love to know how you think your team's seasons have gone. By the way, we'll jump back into Football Manager. We've got it all going on the managerial merry-go-round, by the way. Thomas Frank jumping in at Plymouth. Xabi Alonso coming in at Burton Albion, while Scott Parker is being sacked by Bromley. Goodness me. That's not... We're playing Plymouth next, so we're going to be taking on Thomas Frank. That seems like a rather good appointment to me for Plymouth. I'm not sure where else he's been. Sacked by Brentford. I mean, before the games really got going. Then at Sheffield United, sacked. Now in at Plymouth. Alonso takes the Burton hot seat. I know. I mean, Leverkusen to Burton. It seems so obvious when you see it in Football Manager, doesn't it? He's been around, so he's gone. Is it? Oh, okay. He was in at Leverkusen, sacked. Then, obviously, Leverkusen to Luton, the road slightly less travelled. Sacked at Luton, in at Burton Albion. I mean, what are we saying, Joe Abaymak? Leicester, close up getting promoted, win the Premier League and get relegated back to the Championship only in the space of a decade or so. There's still a chance for Leicester, though, isn't there? There's still a chance. I mean, it's only because Forest won against Brighton that Leicester dropped back in, isn't it? I still think the Foxes, who are one of my local clubs, I still think they could get out of it. Si, it's like the discussion about Spurs and how bad it is to be a Spurs fan at the moment. I know. What I wouldn't give to be a Spurs fan. If I was a Spurs fan, I think all my frustrations would be with kind of like the way the club seems to be run. It all seems a little unstable. I don't know, behind the scenes, have Spurs got kind of like issues like Arsenal had for all those years when they were still paying for the Emirates Stadium? Is that the problem at Tottenham, by the way? I mean, have they got limited finances because of paying for their, what is a £1 billion stadium? Not sure. Greeno, your team, Bournemouth. It's been a hugely mixed bag. Now, I remember, Greeno, you were heralding Gary O'Neill during our last stream, and then haven't you just got absolutely whooped a couple of games ago? You thought you were doomed at 3 or 4 different points, but we've pulled some exceptional results out of the bag, staying up now. 7 out of 10. But is that guaranteed, though, Greeno? Kabarachik, your club are Lechia Gdansk. Do you live in Gdansk? That's a beautiful part of the world. They've been relegated. Funny story because they played in European Cup qualifiers last season. That is a fall from grace. Pompey went unbeaten for the first 11 games. Looks so good. Pompey, they're a championship club, aren't they? They've got to get back up there. How long is it, Si, since Pompey were in the Premier League and appearing in cup finals? That seems like it. I mean, they've been down to League 2 since then, haven't they? Greeno, still don't think Gary O'Neill is the man to take us forward. Interesting summer ahead. So 7 out of 10 from Greeno, would sack manager. That's harsh, Greeno, isn't it? That's harsh. West Ham in good form, Moyes saving himself. I don't know. I mean, if Dyche takes Everton down, does that Everton job become available again? And is Moyes in the running? All the stars align for Moyes to return. Craig, can I answer that after the Old Firm semi-final on Sunday because the treble is on? Craig, treble is on. You got to be happy with your manager, haven't you, Craig? He is much sought after, I think. Pokes, you're a Spurs fan, are you, Pokes? You never mentioned that. And the whole thing does feel unstable. Think there's so much behind closed doors we don't see. You think a real toxic atmosphere? Yeah, you know, when Arsene Wenger was possibly accused of being at Arsenal 5 years too long, is that where Daniel Levy is right now as well? Is it time just for some fresh direction in the boardroom? Simon, welcome in, Simon, by the way. I just noticed you pop in.
Evening, everybody.
For those that don't know, Simon Yeovil, very tough season. Another relegation. But a great Tier 6 save for FM24. Sean, you'll be happy if you win the Conference League and stay up. Sean, I mean... So, let's go back to August, Sean. If we said you'd have a brush with relegation, maybe the football you'd play wouldn't be that expansive. but you'd win a European competition. Would you take that at the start of the season, Sean, or did you have higher expectations? Kabaricik, you live in Gdansk, a beautiful city, but British weather. Well, my sympathies over the weather, but it does look like a beautiful city. Right. Let's pit our managerial wits against Thomas Frank then, shall we? Changes are afoot. Let's get our first choice centre-backs in. Where's Coriandaba? He's there. Where's Mawisa? We'll get you back in at left-back. I think this strengthens us considerably, by the way. Is Iseb, has he got a game in him? Oh, he has. Yep, he's fine. Where is young Job? Hello, here he is, in for Bischoff. I know you just scored, but don't worry, you're at the team. Georgie Hall is injured. I'm going to bring in Bram van der Veen, who's really the only defensive midfielder that we've got. Harvey Nibbs back in. Kamara scored 2 in the last game. He's got to stay up top, hasn't he, Kamara? Okay. The hump drops down. Simo back in for Stone. And I think we're looking pretty good now. Fit bench. Have I got a central midfielder on the bench? I have. I've got Brandon. Got wingers. Got a striker. 2. We're looking good. Looking good. Sai, 2010. Prem and FA Cup final. 2014 League 2. Mandarich. Craig, really happy with Ange. But we will do well to keep him. It's a problem you'll always have. Does he want one more season, though? Because he's not really had a good crack at Europe yet, has he? Maybe. Jay, fresh direction in the boardroom in the form of Roy Hodgson being announced as the new chairman. That would be an interesting move. How's Nibsy doing? Doing very well. 12 goals in 16 for Harvey. Veteran Harvey Nibbs now. KD3, you're such a gent. Even when you throw a bit of Polish into the chat, you always translate it for us. You're from Warsaw, but you love the Gdansk Stadium, and it's so sad to see Lechia so close to relegation. Sean, you think the Hammers will make a change at the end of the season either way? Where do you go next then, Sean? You probably want a coach that's going to play a bit of football, don't you? 2 years of Bielsa? How's the tactic that I'm running? 4-4-2. Can't go wrong. It's a different kind of 4-4-2 for me, though, Jay. Normally, I like a very big, powerful striker up front, and I've not got that this time. I've got more of a crafty kind of like little player there. Often, young Delbert Humphreys plays there, and he's a bit more of a crafter. Vision of 15. So we're trying to play a little bit of football. We've got low crosses on. We're not humping it forward. Well, we're taking on Thomas Frank's Plymouth today. This is his first game in charge. Let's see how we get on. This would be our, help me out here, 3rd win of the stream. Ooh, that would be good. Here we go. Plymouth are going to be having this new managerial bounce, aren't they? I think this is going to be a tough game. Solly March is still knocking around for Plymouth there. How old has he got to be? Shall we keep the run going? That's a possible. No. Show them that the praise is justified. Here we go. We're at home in a stadium that looks absolutely nothing like St Andrews. I mean, the bottom tier's open for starters. Mandarich left about 2005, and you've had a series of literal criminals. Yes, I can very much empathise with that, as Oxford are already a goal up, so we need to beat Plymouth today. And Jake O'Brien obliges. Thank you, big man.
Goal!
Fabulous goal, fabulous goal. Like a cheap set-piece goal. You don't even have to work hard for those when you've got a jumping reach of 17, 6'6" centre-back at the near post. Oxford got excited. Don't worry, we're back in the game. Although, hang on. Ooh, Sully March goes close. We're off again. Although I'm cautious because we were 2-0 up in the last game as well. They've got a Tete. Why are we excited about that, Benjamin? Is he good? Is he a known Football Manager 23 Wunderkind, or is he a player that plays for one of your clubs in real life? Shall we have a little look at him after this highlight? Isub's in. Get it over the box, son. Oh, Kamara, he's missed it. He's missed it. Well, let's have a little look. What's this? What's this Atete? Keon Atete, who is 26 years old. He must be fairly young when we start out there. Love that jumping reach, by the way. Oh, okay. Spurs youngster. I see. Went to Cardiff, went to Rotherham, now at Plymouth. Never really been that prolific, but Darnell Johnson's there as well. They've got some decent players. How old is Solly March? 34. What's his career trajectory been like? Brighton to Everton for 50 million, then to Blackburn for 5, and then Plymouth pick him up for nought. Tell you what, there's still a player there, isn't there? Doesn't look thrilled to be at Plymouth, does he? Less than convinced. Anyway, back to the match. Cancel. Okay, 1-0 up. 15 minutes played. Good start. Happy with it. What's next? Could do with Bristol Rovers snagging a cheeky equaliser here. We need to win the ball back. Oh no, David Batty. Okay, now we got it. Come on, let's break. Here we go. Yeah, come on. No, okay, we're giving it away. We want it back again. Okay, can't make our minds up. Chariots of Fire. By the way, I've just noticed one of our absolute favourite FM. Whoa, hang on. We're clicking the wrong buttons. One of my absolute favourite Football Manager YouTubers, as we get another goal, has just snuck in.
Afternoon, everybody.
Mr. Christopher, how are you? Fairly Determined FM. Outraged that Solly March went to Everton, by the way. He's better than that, although, I don't know, would Brighton take 50 million for him in the summer? Maybe they wouldn't. Welcome in, Fairly Determined. By the way, this has not escaped me, Fairly Determined. I notice these things occasionally. You're streaming yourself now, aren't you? On YouTube, no less, where all of the up-and-coming handsome young streamers have decided to start YouTubing. Or streaming, I should say. But what I've not managed to do yet, Fairly Determined, I've not managed to catch one of your live streams. So could you do me a little favour and just, just tempt me in? What's the save that you are running when you're live streaming on YouTube, Nibbles? Hey, there he is. There he is. Can't keep a good nibs down. Come on, tease me, Chris. So what is the save that you are streaming on YouTube? And could you give me some kind of indication as to your schedule? Do you have a regular schedule? Have you got a time when you prefer to go live? Because I'd like to be in one of your streams. Your very, very first stream, your test stream. Simon Thornley actually messaged me and said, he's live. And unfortunately, I was at the touchline of one of my son's football matches and I didn't get back in time to catch it. But I would very much like to be in a Fairly Determined live stream. So tell me about your save. Tell me about your schedule. And I reckon there's plenty of us out there that would like to drop by, because we all know streaming on YouTube is the future. You can forget about the other brand. I mean, that's for the amateurs. And, oh, goodness me. If you have any interest in watching me stream live, then you're going to like Fairly Determined more. He's younger, he's better looking, and better a Football Manager, and grossly more entertaining. So, it's the manager's journey, currently in Colombia with Millonarios. I love a South American journey, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. Trying to win all the things. You've got me already. You had me at trying. And when can we see you live, Chris? When can we catch you? When are you next going to be live streaming? And we'll try and make every effort as Plymouth go close. Every effort to get there. Okay, cavalry time. By the way, we are still absolutely maxing out these orange cones. And I don't know what our strategy is with these orange cones. These are not a thing I've noticed in Football Manager until this point. Si, have they put in raiding yet? No. We've now got gifted memberships. Whoop, whoop. That's good. We haven't got raids yet. It's a bit sporadic, but the plan is Coronation Weekend. That's going to be next weekend then, isn't it, Chris? Looking forward to that. Neil is in. I tell you what, when Neil joins a stream, you have no choice but to.
Afternoon, everybody. Evening, everybody. Evening, everybody. Afternoon, everybody. Evening, everybody.
Neil, it's an honour. Neil is probably, I think, one of the oldest supporters of this channel. Not oldest as in Neil's old, by the way. I'm not calling him out and being ageist there. I think Neil has been one of the channel members of this channel, or Patreon subscribers, that I think I've got. Always a pleasure to have Neil in. Had the fortune of meeting Neil for real in Nottingham a few months ago. The night was dragged down a little bit because there was a riff-raff element there, wasn't there, Pokes? But it was great to meet Neil for real. I was going to try and bring some subs on, and then I got caught up welcoming Neil in. So let's get these on now. Come on. Kamara off. Nesta Stone on for Simmons. Isep, don't have a lot on the left. Delba, on you go, son. This game, I think, is won. I'd like them to see it through and keep a clean sheet, he says, as Plymouth have a corner. Come on, get it away. Get it away. Oh, okay, get it away. Happy bank holiday weekend from Neil. How's winning the top 5 leagues with second city clubs? We could change that, couldn't we? We could change it. It's going all right. We're top of League One with Birmingham. And we're about to win our 3rd game of the stream here, which is halcyon days by our standards. I think we've got a good chance of winning League One this year, getting a reputation boost, Neil, and then we are going job hunting. And I'm feeling continental for our next move, he says, fully aware that it'll probably end up at, I don't know, Millwall, perhaps. But I'd like to go continental next. What else we got? So you need partner for everything soon too. I think YouTube is going to be, or is meant to be bringing in some more Twitch-like features over the next year. So that would be nice. Pokes, the big dogs are in. Pokes, are you including yourself in that? I've never really considered Pokes as a big dog. More of a, I don't know, Chihuahua, perhaps. Neil, 73 next month. Pokes, no, definitely not a big dog. I didn't think so. I didn't think you'd back yourself as a big dog. By the way, Pokes. Pokes. Oh, forgive me now. Forgive me now. What is our youngster called, Pokes? I want to say Hamish, but I think I'm off. Is it Hamish? Is it young Hamish that we've just had? How is the youngster, Pokes? Give us youngster updates. We've got to be, what, 4 or 5 weeks old now? How is life with another youngster in the house? It is. Is it Hamish? How is the youngest member of the Pocock family getting on? I saw a little tweet, Pokes, to say you're back at work, but is your other half still off? I'd imagine she is. She's very tired at the moment, isn't she, with a newborn? A Chihuahua makes the noise of a big dog. Well, yeah, that's Pokes then. Yeah, not a big dog, but makes a lot of noise. That sounds very Pokesy. What are we looking at here? We've got, oh yes, Hamish. I thought it was Hamish, but McTaffish is a play. No. Pokes, I'm not inquiring as to how made up new gens in your save are. I was asking about your genuine real-life son here, Pokes. Oh, goodness me. Pokes. I ask how Hamish is, and you think I'm talking about a new gen in your save rather than your own child. Goodness me. Goodness me. We have got 3rd placed Cambridge, and then we've got 15th placed Fleetwood. And if we could win both of those... Oh, have we had 5 wins in a stream? We will have. How many would we have in a row? That'll take us to, what, 7 in a row? 7 wins on the bounce? Only 2 clean sheets. I'd like more than that, personally, but... yeah, so you make a good point there. The new gen, yeah. Wakes Pokes up 3 times a night. Mary Hugwire, hello. Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing fabulously. Welcome in, Mary. It's been a hell of a week for you. You're an intern student and your employer was very harsh with you. Well, just remember, Mary, all we're doing at work is we're scratching out a living. All of the things that matter in life happen outside of the workplace. It's all about hobbies, friends, family and relationships, isn't it, really? Bosses can be as harsh as they like. You drive home and you play a bit of FM and you hang out with your loved ones. That's winning at life, isn't it? Sean. Continental, probably Guernsey for you. KD3's in shock. A club wanted your coach to be their manager. You asked him to stay and he snubbed them. Whenever I ask them to stay, KD3, they get offended that I'm interfering in their career. Pokes, young Hamish has got an average rating of 7.45. That's good banter, Pokes. Well done. It's good banter. Right. Do we need to freshen things up for Cambridge? I feel like we do. Let's get Bagan in at left back. Where is our mate Finn back? Okay, he's in as well. Midfield, we need to make a change on the left wing. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Let's get Aloys in. How did Bram van der Veen do in the last game? Not great. 6.9. Not terrible. Let's get George back in. Come on, Georgie Hall, in you go. And Sir Harvey, I think, needs a rest. Let's get Hump him. Looking a bit better. Jake O'Brien could do with a rest as well, but I'm loath to make another change in defence. Here we go. Let's take on Cambridge. I think if we could win this game against 3rd, we've got to be thinking that we could be gunning for promotion now, I think. If we can beat 3rd place, we can stretch a little league at the top of the table. Sorry, Benjamin, if I just dropped Nibsy for the game against the club that he started out at. All right, he's on the bench. He'll be the difference maker, the impact sub. We need a good team talk. I never like these ones about stay patient. That seems to be code for it's going to be 0-0 at half time and you won't have a shot. We're doing well. Let's keep that going. Oh, no. Okay, that was wrong. This is not going to go well. Okay. Looks like we're playing at Cambridge's ground as well. Here we go. We're underway. I think I've given the wrong team talk. So I'm not expecting Miracoils here. Ndaba, Georgie Hall, The Hump, Kamara, Simo, into the box, brought down. Ref gives nothing. Okay. Cambridge are coming at us. Oh, I've given the wrong team talk, haven't I? Paul McGrath. Oh, no, we want it back and giving it away. And want it back and giving it away. Jermaine Pennant's there on the right wing. Oh, no. I've given the wrong team talk. This is scrappy. Georgie Hall. Get us playing, Georgie. Come on. Job spreads the play. Simmons. Oh, he's beaten a man. We've not got a lot in the box. Could it be enough? Oh, he doesn't need anybody in the box. Oh, Simo. Oh, that's a filthy little goal. He's absolutely rinsed his fullback. I was screaming for him to just play it across the box. Look at this. Oh, he's done 2 of them. He's done 2 of them. This is where I want him to lay it across to the 2 in the box. No, no, no. He's got other ideas. Oh, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. I like that one. To be honest, you don't mind. He needs a breather. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Nibsy was getting a little bit tuckered out there. Where's Oxford? Oxford are playing Plymouth, who we've just played. Jana. James Brown. He feels good. Oh, Grachik. Jermaine Pennant still looks sprightly on that right wing, doesn't he? Goodness me, with that tag on his ankle as well. Used to play for Birmingham, of course, Jermaine Pennant. 5 shots, 4 on target, but we are behind on the XG. Interesting. We need another goal. Here we go. Simmons, because he got more magic in those boots of his. James Brown. I knew that he would. Oh no, Simo, what have you just... Oh no. Oh no. That was not a sending off.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
That's not, is it? I mean, maybe it was a trip, but a sending off? Throwing in courage. You know what? Fairly determined. I'm a little bit like Lent. I've given up on shouts. I feel like I use shouts too much, and I think sometimes I might be clicking on the wrong things and being a bit counterproductive. So I'm trying to give up shouts. As if they are some kind of like some vice that I've been using too much. Okay, changes need to be made. If we bring Nesta Stone on and go for a 4-5-1, I am absolutely no good at either being a goal up, a man up or a man down. I don't know what to do in this situation. I don't know what to do when the opposition get a man sent off. And I don't know what to do when we get a player sent off. Let's have a little think. We go to a lower block. Okay, we do that. We ease off the press. That would seem to make sense. And we up the tempo so that when we do attack, we attack with gusto. And then we play cautiously. Are these all things? Maybe we change the wing backs to full backs. Are those things too? Oof. Okay. Craig, over an hour in, and just remember to hit the like button. Craig, you're so on brand for even mentioning it out loud. Let's just check, shall we? The likes were going pretty well. We got 24 of them. 24 of them. You can't beat that. Well, you can. You could have 25, but 24 I think is still pretty good. Got no game. You go narrow, do you, when you're a man down? By the way, why is Stone's name not centered? What's happening? Why is his name got a line to the left? That's twitching at my OCD. Okay, you'd go narrow, would you? But I don't know whether that's like a huge change in familiarity to us for a team that's been 4-4-2 all season. Let me try this. And I'm thinking maybe just one of our... Maybe this side goes to support. Okay, time to grind it out to half-time here, boys. We needed that second goal earlier. Simos, what a game. He scored a great goal and then just got himself sent off. No action at the end of that first half. That's good. Where's this? Okay, numerical disadvantage, but we need to work harder. I like that. Work hard. His name is Stone with 8 space. Yeah, that's it, Rook. You've got it. You've got it. Captain Hawk, 25. Here it is. Hi, everyone. Good to see you, Captain Hawk. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Georgie Hall. Oh, could have done with another cheap goal there. We're clinging on now. Where's Oxford? Oxford are 1-0 up. Ah, no. Okay, our work is on here. O'Brien's getting tired. Bellingham in the midfield and Georgie Hall are getting tired. We need the reinforcements, don't we? And Darber's booked as well. Georgie Hall is booked. No. We're giving the ball away. Jermaine Pennant. Oh, okay, here we go. We're all right. We're okay. We can play out from here. Job. Ooh. Didn't like that little no-look pass back to the goalie. Oh, no. That's such a poor header in the midfield. Oh, you've let him run through. Okay. All right. Fresh legs. What are we going to do? Jake O'Brien. You've got to come off. Connor Taylor. He's tall as well. He's in. 2 central midfielders. We've only got 1. Okay. George, you're going to have to play on. Kamara for Harvey. And Harvey, come and get involved in the build-up play a bit. There we go. Okay. We're doing all right. 20 minutes to navigate. We are we FMing? They've got double RXG. I think we are, aren't we? Okay, we're holding it out. All right. We get a teeny rascal of time wasting on. And then we're waiting to hit it again. We're going to go 89. Here we go. 89. Now we're fully in. And we're going to pause. And let's just change our left winger to support as well. Okay. Just see it out, boys. See it out. This will be a good win. That's a good win. I like it. He does like his cards. You're absolutely right, by the way. 5 in total plus the red. That was not vintage football. But we ground that one out a bit, didn't we? I don't think we've exploded into life this stream, but we've managed to pick up 4 wins on the spin. I'll take it all day, every day. Get me out of this division, and then we're going job hunting. Let's check out that league table. Oxford have still got that game in hand, but even if they win it, they'll only be 3 points, or they'll be still 3 points behind us. Derby, a little outside smokers here as well. They've got 2 games in hand. Well, 2 games in hand on Wigan, only 1 game in hand on us. It's concertinaing a bit at the top, isn't it? We've got 4 days to go till Fleetwood. Fleetwood, again, should be winnable. 15th. We can rotate a little bit for Fleetwood, I think, and get the fresh legs out there. And then pretty soon, we've got to get this this FA Cup game out of the way. But I think we're switching away from 2 games a week to just 1 game a week. And I think that will suit us. We can rest some of the players a bit more then. That will be good. Benjamin, tell you what, Benjamin, you notice things when we're streaming that other people just don't get a handle on. Carlisle were winning that last game, were they? Where are Carlisle in the table? Let's have a little look. What's happening? Oh, perilously close. QPR could be going down to League 2, by the way. Tell you what, that's a job I could have had. Imagine taking QPR from League 2 back to the Premier League. Ooh. Millwall are still there as well. You never know. If QPR were to stay up and sack their manager, but we were to get promoted to the Championship, would we jump back down into League 1 and take over at QPR and try and win the Premier League with them? Is that a thing? Would we do that? What's happening here, Super 3? You're getting battered by Freiburg in the Conference League round of 16 right now. Good season in real life. Good season in your game, it would seem. Mary, what year are you in? I'm in... we're about to get towards 2029. Blimey, Mary, you're in 2052. You've been at Chesham United, brought them all the way up from the 7th division to win the Premier League. Took 28 seasons. You've done well there. Craig's been distracted, but listening in. Not a good season in League 1, but not a surprise. Well, I'll tell you what, if you stay up ahead of QPR, I'd say that's a good result, isn't it? Okay, we've got one last game this stream, and we're taking on Fleetwood. If we were to win it, that would be a perfect record for this stream. 5 wins out of 5. First of all, uncharted territory, I think, playing 5 matches during a stream. Savo Milosevic. Oh my goodness me. Former Aston Villa banned for spitting at an opponent, Savo Milosevic, has just taken over at Millwall. Where have you been then? Been at Watford. Well, I imagine most managers have. He got promoted with Watford as well. Now he's in at Millwall. Talis is confused. You're with Red Star Paris. Only recently got promoted and somehow you are top of the table when predicted to finish mid. Don't fight it, Talis. Just embrace it. Football Manager is a cruel mistress. You'll be back fighting relegation before you know it, so enjoy the good times. Back-to-back promotions on the CV are going to do you no harm at all. Oh no, the hump is injured. One day. Ashton United make a bid for Alfie Chang, Birmingham City youth player. And he's now at Telford. He's quite highly rated, Alfie Chang. He came on the weekend. Came on for Job, I think. Craig, mid-90s, you were promoted and relegated back-to-back for 4 seasons. Between the League 2 and League 1. Interesting. Keeps things exciting. Super 3, yeah, just started this season. Your Aris doesn't stand a chance in the UEFA Champions League knockouts. Talis is in Ligue 2, but somehow you're top. Just embrace it. You'll be fine next season. Take it on PSG, Olympique Marseille. Don't you worry. You'll be fine. Nothing to worry. Nothing to worry about. You'll be the biggest club in Paris before you know it. By the way, I'm half hoping that we can join you at Red Star Paris soon. There's a job I would take. If we play this Fleetwood Mac game, then we're going to have rest the team against Southend, rest the players against Spurs under 23s in the Pizza Cup, get everybody back firing and fit, and we could go on another little run again. And if we could do it being 9 points clear of Oxford, that would be good. Oxford are away at the Imps today. Talis, you need revenge on PSG because they hammered you 6-1 in the Cup. I tell you what, you scored against PSG though. Don't sniff at that. Okay, Simo is suspended. Where is Sharon Stone? There she is. Okay, his name has been centralised again. We like that. George Hall struggling for fitness. Brandon Keller comes in. You'll just about get through one more game, I think. But we're going to need a fit bench. So, a bit short of midfielders there. Bischoff comes in. Zach Medley is going to come in. What have we got for strikers on the bench? Damani Mellor, Harvey Nibbs. Harvey Nibbs back. And, over on the left wing. What have we got over on the left? Iseb back in the team. And I also want to get Mawissa back in at left back. Now that looks strong. And Jakey O'Brien. Can we afford? Yeah, we're going to rest Jakey. Okay. Looking good. Looking fit. Looking strong. 3 points here. That'll be 15 from a possible 15 on the stream. I might even play a cheeky little bit over the weekend, you know. Try and get towards the back end of the season for Monday stream. Monday stream, by the way. We'll be live 1 till 3. And I think we've got games kicking off at 3. I'm not sure what divisions are playing. I don't know whether maybe, I don't know, a League 1 in action, League 2 in action on Monday. So our stream can take you right up to the football, if I'm correct. I think we've got games. But yeah, I might play through towards the kind of like the business end of the season. Then Monday stream, we could see whether we could make it perhaps a promotion party. And then when we come back for Wednesday stream, that could be a job hunter then. And you lot can decide where we're going next. That's dangerous because we're meant to be at capital clubs. And last time I let you lot involved, we've ended up at Birmingham. But Be good to see if there's some jobs going at the end of the season that might just give us the chance to move to a big continental team. Nibsy! Oh. It's a good chance. There's a good chance. It might be interesting to see if we can get ourselves in at a club where we might be able to just build something and win a title. We're looking good at the start of this game. Here's Kamara. He looked clipped to me, but nothing. Yeah, we've got the best free tunes that Epidemic Sound can provide us. Fairly determined. Talking of tunes, KD3's going out. See you soon. And then Craig, we've got Rotherham versus Middlesbrough, 1 p.m. Monday. That's the only game kicking off at 3. Okay. And then you've got St. Pat's versus Sligo. Maybe I was a bit off. I thought we had a full programme of games. Maybe I'm a bit off. I'm going to say we need a little bit more from our players here. Harvey Nibbs on a 6.5. He's had the best chance of the game. Oxford are 4-2 up against Lincoln. David Bowie's got 3 of those. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Foot injury for Nibsy. Foot injury doesn't sound terminal. Hump on. What can we do here? We need to try and... Sorry, it's only 52 minutes. Let's not panic. Let's not panic. Let's give it to 70. I've given up shouts. I don't use them anymore, but I'm putting in a demand more shout out. If you like quirkiness and fairly... if you like quirkiness and fairly determined... Oh, fairly determined is definitely the channel for you. Welcome in, Tom, by the way. Good to see you. Get it away. Good to see you, Tom. How are you and how's your part of the world? Am I making things up, Tommy? I have a tendency to just misremember things. Are you in Chicago or have I completely made that up? Oh, we've rattled the bar. I said we're going to leave it till 70. We're growing into the game. But we got to 70 and nothing's happened. And I want to win. So let's chase it. We're going to take off Sharon Stone. I think. Yes, we are. We're going to do... Are we? No, we're not. We're not. We're going to do that. No, we're not because I can't get it to work. Still can't get it to work. There we go. Let's go Mella as a second advanced forward. In. And then Bischoff in there. Dropping that little gap. Let's go. Here we go. Tom, you're in Chicago, Illinois? Hey! I got it right. I remembered something correctly there. God, that's got to be a beautiful part of the world to be in, hasn't it, Tom? Okay, we got the ball. Here we go. We got 3 through the middle now. Here's the hump. He's brought down. We never score penalties, by the way, and I can't remember who's taking them. It was Job at one point. That's wrong. Penalties. Ugh. Abu Kamara. He's got to be. Look at that. He's got to be. And he's motivated. Come on, Abu. Come on. We need this. I'm not sure we deserve that in any way, shape or form, but we will take it. And now I've got a very attacking lineup out there, and I'm not sure how I can make it a little bit more conventional given what I've done. Oh, and we got a kickoff highlight as well. Curses. Curses. Okay, we're back. We're back. Maybe we could grab 2 in 2 minutes. And then I don't need to make defensive changes. Hang on. Hang on. The Bish. Oh, that's tame. Okay. Let's close it back down then. So, who can play where? You can go there. You can go there. You can go there. And then we're in a nice shape, aren't we? Okay. Now, yeah. Now we're in a nice shape. We don't need to do too much. Let's take that off. And we're looking good. Okay. We'll just play on the counter now. They've not had a shot on target all game. That means they're scoring in the 90th minute. Still 4-2 in the Oxford game. We're racing through. We're racing through. Instructions. Time wasting. Good. Oh. Oh. This is proper. This is proper. Nigel Pearson. Oh, no. This can have a little sting in its tail. Oh, no. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, we got it. Don't do anything silly. Good. And we're in. And the bish. Playing a teammate. Okay, the hump. Come on then, lay it over the bish. Oh, he struck the post. Oh, that should have put the game to bed. Oh, dag nabbit. Okay. This has the aroma of a full-time highlight about it. Just play a bit of keep ball here, I think. I don't know whether that will take effect. Let's try it. Okay, poor throw. All right, we'll work with it. And we got another throw. That's it, ref. We're done. We're done. We're done. Ref. Ref. 5 minutes, you said, son. We're on 5.5. Finn Back is not throwing this ball, by the way. He's not having a bar of it. Oh, we've done it. That was winning ugly there, my friends. That was winning ugly. Didn't play as well as we could. Let's keep them on their toes. Was there a late Lincoln comeback? There was not. It's still a gap of 6 points. They've still got a game in hand. But we are still very much in a title race. And in one game's time, we're exactly halfway through the season. I'm going to try and play a few games offline. I'd like to come back when we are, I don't know, when we're maybe around the 36, 37 game mark, maybe for Monday's stream. And you never know. We might be able to round off the season on Monday, potentially with a promotion, potentially with a title, potentially with a reputation boost. And then when we see each other for Wednesday, 1 p.m. till 3 p.m. UK time, we could be choosing a new club for the next leg of our adventure as we try to hunt down our first league title in one of Europe's big 5 leagues, only managing clubs from the capital cities of each and, of course, Birmingham City. Thank you for everybody that has dropped by during today's stream. You are heroes one and all. I would imagine, although I don't know this for a fact, that the United City FM is going to be kicking off his stream in a couple of minutes' time. That is where you will find me. We can try and do a very clumsy cross-platform raid and go and see Kev if he is indeed live. Have a lovely weekend. If you're in the UK, have a great bank holiday. Hopefully, I will see you for Monday's stream, where we're going to be trying to knock on the door of promotion. See you then.